CM Punk started the show with Sami Zayn. Stephanie Vaquer qualified for Money in the Bank. So did a Starbucks coffee order. Seth Rollins ended the show, and that's about it. That's the review done. Now, I want to spend the rest of this video talking about how shite this company is. What else is there to talk about from last night? Qualifying matches, couple promos, that's it. What else is there to talk about? I'm not sitting here for 20 minutes talking about last night. What is there to talk about? Do you want me to talk about CM Punk's promo with Sami Zayn? Sami Zayn's still playing this kind of teacher role, like, oh, what you're doing is wrong, and you should do this, and you should do that. No one wants to see this from any character. What is Sami Zayn's character? Oh, what you're doing, the moral high ground, the character. It's boring. I don't care. It's boring. But at least CM Punk got more than 30 seconds last night. Do you want me to talk about Sami Zayn and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed? I'm not going to. It ended with Seth Rollins stomping a couple people. That was about it. Or stomping one. I don't care. I don't care. I can't even remember what happened. I watched all of last night, and I don't remember a lot of what happened, which I think says it all, right? Says it all about how awful these shows are. I had the same expression on my face from the very first second of the show to the very last second of the show. The same emotionless expression on my face. What do you want me to talk about? I'm not talking about qualifying matches for the 4th week in a row. I'm not doing it. We had CM Punk versus AJ Styles last night. That's for some, that would be a dream match, right? CM Punk, AJ Styles. Let's just shove them in a qualifying match with a coffee drink. Because that's what this Chad Gable character is. He's named after a Starbucks order. It's a joke. What are we doing? Okay, so we're still doing this CM Punk Seth Rollins thing in June 2025. We're still messing around with CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Throw Sami Zayn in there for some reason. Throw Jey Uso in there for some reason. We're still doing it. It's going to lead to some 8-man tag or something at SummerSlam, maybe. Is that what we're doing? Is that genuinely what we're doing? Is that a SummerSlam match? 2 nights. We've got to try and fill 2 nights. Let's just throw everyone out there with no care or effort put into it. Is that what we're doing? Because it seems like that. You will not believe how this show started. You won't believe how this show started. First of all, it's the same as it starts every week. The show, a wrestling show, starts with them panning around the city, showing famous buildings, or not even famous buildings, just buildings or the arena that they're in. Who cares? I don't want to see the arena. I want to see a wrestling show. I want the start of the show to get me on the edge of my seat thinking, oh, I'm in the right place. This is the place to be for the next 2.5 hours. Or 3 hours if it's a SmackDown. I'm putting my remote down. I'm excited, right? If you go back to the 90s or the early 2000s, how shows would start, it'd start with a song that would get you excited on the edge of your seat, just pumped up, right? A rock song or something. A fucking cool video package at the beginning, and then it'd pan to the arena and it'd pyro, and the song would be blasting through the arena, and everyone would be hyped up, everyone holding signs and all of it. And you genuinely think like, yes, this is the place to be. This is exciting. I'm pumped up for this. 2025, panning around a few buildings in the city that they're in. No, let's show Sami Zayn walking into the arena with his suitcase. Who cares? Every week it's the same. People showing up to work. Well done. Congratulations to them. They've shown up to work. That is not how you start a professional wrestling show. How is that going to get anyone excited? You're bored before the show's even started. Some terrible rap song in the background that just doesn't fit a wrestling show at all. You're bored before the show's even started. And then last night, Last night it's even worse. Last night they took it a step further. The show starts with, as I say, panning around the arena, people showing up to work. And then they pan to the commentary table. And Michael Cole is doing a bet. He's stripping off. And he has a tank top on. And that's how we spend the first few minutes of this show. The first few minutes of a Monday Night Raw. Think about how you'd spend the first few minutes back in the day. Something exciting, right? Something that made you think, oh, I need to watch the rest of the show. 2025, you've got Michael Cole wearing a tank top to start the show. Okay. They've made a bet. Him and Pat McAfee made a bet. Fine. Throw a little comment in there. You don't have to have them start the show with it. Who cares? This is another example of them just and purely pandering to the arena, to the people in the live crowd. No one at home gives a flying fuck about Michael Cole wearing a tank top. I'm from England. I don't know which team he was wearing. The crowd were booing him, so I assume it is the rival team. So it was for the live crowd. That's what it was for. It was for the live crowd. Everyone at home is watching this thinking, what are we doing? Why are we starting the show with this? Who cares? Not one person cares what tank top Michael Cole is wearing, especially not to start a wrestling show. Bear in mind, this is the go-home show to Money in the Bank. Go-home show to Money in the Bank. I'm pretty sure, right? It is this weekend, right? I don't care. I don't know. If it's not this weekend, then that says it all. I don't even know when it is, but I'm pretty sure it's this Saturday. Which says it all. This is how we're starting our go-home Raw to Money in the Bank. Michael Cole is wearing a tank top because he was dared to by Pat McAfee. Who cares? Genuinely, who cares? That's how we started the show. So you know right there, this show is not going to get any better. Karrion Kross is just involved in some backstage segment, which he's doing for months. They've ruined him. They're trying to... What they're doing is they're giving him a little bit of screen time, so it looks like they're giving him something. Oh, look at us. We're giving him screen time. What are you all on about? We're giving him screen time. You can't complain. You're doing the same thing with him that you've been doing for months. Oh, he's the little devil on the shoulder. He's just... He says some cryptic stuff backstage. Who cares? Who cares? You're ruining him on purpose. But giving us the illusion that you're giving him something. No, you're not. Not even involved in a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. Not even in a qualifying match. Think about how many qualifying matches there's been. There's been, how many people are in? 6? 3 people for each. That many people. That many wrestlers. Karrion Kross was not one of them. So much for getting rewarded for getting over, right? Which is what should happen. You get rewarded for getting over on your own. No, you're going to get punished for it, actually. How dare you get over on your own? How dare you get a good reaction when you're not one of my favourites, when you're not Damian Priest? How dare you? Now, that's the review. Honestly, I'm not talking about last night anymore. We got a lot of... The other main thing is we got a lot of "We Want Truth" chants last night. Quite a lot throughout the show. Didn't mention it. I think CM Punk said something after the show, so you know he was told not to say anything during the show. Commentators didn't acknowledge it. Nothing. They're just hoping that they can brush this under the rug, everyone will forget about it, and they can just move on. Not gonna happen, mate. Not gonna happen. They have proved over and over again that this company is done. It's not the company that we grew up loving. Loyalty means nothing to them anymore. R-Truth. R-Truth. There since 2000. Went away for a bit but then came back. He's a veteran. He's a legend. Think about everything that he's done for you. Everything he's done for that company. Everything you've asked of him, he's done. Not complained about it, he's done it. Made himself look like the biggest idiot on earth at times. but he's done it because you've asked him to. And the reward he gets for that is released. No statement from Triple H. Triple H said nothing. Triple H didn't even send out a, thank you for your years of service. Good luck in the future. No, nothing. Didn't even mention it. Whilst all this was going on with R-Truth and everyone furious and everyone angry and everyone talking about it. Do you know what Triple H was talking about on Twitter? He was congratulating Vikingo, and then he was congratulating some football player or basketball player. Okay. That's all Triple H cares about. That's all this company cares about. They'll throw their legends under the bus. People that have given them years of their life, years of service, doing everything that's been asked of them. They're going to take that money that we're going to them, release them, not even give them the respect of saying goodbye, not even giving R-Truth the respect of having that John Cena match, a retirement match, putting his career on the line. If I lose to John Cena, I'll retire. Not even giving him the respect of doing that so the crowd can say goodbye to him. No. Release him, disrespect him on the way out. And then we're going to take that money and then we're going to give it to a basketball player to show up on a Monday Night Raw and be involved in something. We're going to give it to comedians to show up. That's what we're going to do. That's what this company is now. They don't care about loyalty. They don't care about who. You think Sheamus is safe? You think Natalya is safe? You think any of these people are safe? Other than the top names? No one's safe. They don't care. They're going to take this money that they're giving to these people, take it away from them, release them, disrespect them on the way out, and then give it to celebrities because that's all they care about. They only care about their image, getting some mainstream attention, getting Travis Scott in the main event of WrestleMania, get Travis Scott involved in John Cena's heel turn. So we can get a bit of, maybe a few mainstream articles and people will talk about it, a few more views on social media. No one cares. It's not making people tune in. People aren't seeing comedians on the show and thinking, oh, I need to watch Monday Night Raw. Tom Segura showed up. You're getting Tom Segura on the show, who has disrespected the life out of the company, the wrestlers, the fans. Pretty much saying that all of it's a joke and it's embarrassing. And then you're getting him on the show. But you're releasing someone like R-Truth that has shown you years of loyalty. That's what this company is now. That's where this company's priorities are in 2025. TKO and Triple H do not give a... They do not care about this company. They do not care about the fans. They do not care about loyalty. They don't care about the wrestlers. They care about whoever can make them the most money. That's it. They'd get rid of 10 people just to have Tom Brady show up at WrestleMania, pay him, give him a good paycheck. And they'll take the money that they've took from someone like R-Truth, Carlito, give it to Tom Brady to show up at WrestleMania, so we can get a couple mainstream articles talk about us. It's not making people tune in. You've seen that with Travis Scott. Travis Scott showing up in the main event of WrestleMania did not make people start watching WWE. The views have gone down. People are furious at this company right now. Absolutely furious. More furious than they've been in a very long time. Since the Vince days. And even the Vince days. Like, this is bad. Like, fans are absolutely livid at the company right now. And this is what they're giving us. Starting the show with Michael Cole's wearing a tank top. How funny is that, guys? Oh my god. It's a joke. The company is a joke. It's not the company we grew up loving anymore. Nowhere near the company we grew up loving. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about the wrestlers. They don't care about the product. Watch last night. If you can watch last night and think that they really care about giving us a good, entertaining show, then I don't know what to say. That was not a good show. How many bad shows have we had in a row now? The only good show since WrestleMania was the Raw after Mania. That's it. It's been absolutely awful since. Viewers are dropping, and they're disrespecting the life out of the entire audience. But Triple H will come out at some point and say, if you don't like it, stop watching. You're not a real fan. Give us all your money though, please. Pay thousands to come to this show. Do that. But if you complain, you're not a real fan. No, Triple H, you knobhead. How about people just care about the company that they grew up loving, and they don't want to see driven into the ground, buried by you and your TKO mates. This is awful. This is just, it's sad at this point. It's upsetting what's happened to this company. The state that it's in. There's no saving grace of this company right now. They're getting rid of people like R-Truth, who people in that dressing room loved. Brought the dressing room together. Everyone loved. Now they've got rid of him. So now there's a big hole missing in that dressing room. So people aren't going to be happy. They're trying to get rid of the entire soul of the show. The entire soul of the show. Of the company. They're just trying to drain all of it. They're trying to bring morale down in the dressing room. They're trying to make the shows as boring as possible. In fact, get rid of anyone that brings a little bit of entertainment. Carlito makes people laugh, get rid of him. R-Truth makes people laugh, get rid of him. People like Dakota Kai, get rid of her. They're trying to drain every bit of soul from this company, make it as boring as possible, and in the process try and make as much money as possible. Give us absolutely nothing, but then ask us for thousands to come to these shows. Let's take WrestleMania back to Vegas because it's closer to the TKO board members. They live in Vegas, so it's easier for them to get to. Fuck the fans. Fans don't matter. It's easier for the TKO board members to get to. That's the type of company this is now. That's the type of company this is. It's not going to get better. These shows are going to keep getting worse. You think WrestleMania 42 is going to be any better than 41? No. You're going to see even more celebrities. Did you see last night Slim Jim in the middle of the ring? That's replaced the WWE logo. Slim Jim. They've put Slim Jim on tables. I don't think we saw any last night, right? But that's what they're doing. They've put Slim Jim on the tables. So you know they're going to start using tables as much as possible to try and get Slim Jim, their advertisement on the show. So that's going to become no longer special. How long before something's on the steel chairs, some logo? How long before it's the commentary table? How long before the commentators are wearing something with a brand on it? How long before the referees are wearing something with a brand on it? How long before the ropes have branding on it like a boxing ring? How long before wrestlers are coming to the ring wearing the same brand like UFC did with Reebok a few years ago? How long before WWE does that? Every wrestler has to come to the ring wearing something related to a brand. It's going to happen. That's the way this company is going. They're putting logos on tables. A weapon. Something that's supposed to be taken seriously, right? Oh, that's a devastating move you got put through a table. Not anymore. There's a Slim Jim logo on it. Can't take it seriously. They don't give a shit. They just care about the money that they're making from this deal. That's it. I'm sick of these shows. I'm sick of this company. It's a disgrace.